Hey guys, Storm Soulfire here, and today we have something interesting that happened. See, I recently got the branded Chimera deck, and somehow I got third place at locals. So I'm going to be giving you all my little deck profile of what I took to locals, and I'll show you what numbers of cards I play. Remember to like and subscribe so we can continue to make more videos like these in the future. And now let's get started. So, to clarify, so it was 4 rounds. Round 1, I played against Volcanic Horus, I believe is how you... I'm pretty sure it was like that. And I won. Round 2, I lost to Runic. Round 3, we won against Branded Despia. And round 4, it was against... we won against Blue Eyes, that was it. Yes, Blue Eyes in 2023, somehow it's still around, surprisingly. And with that, let's get into the main deck. So, we start with the illusion stuff. So we run triple Mirror Sword Knight, 2 copies of the Cornfield guy, Kotal, that's it, 1 Gazelle, 2 Berthomets, and 1 Chimera Fusion. This is the number similar to what Rev's cards plays, and I took inspiration from him to make this deck, and personally this is actually very good because this does come up. As long as you see like Mirror Sword Knight or Kotal, you're pretty much good to go. Also Chimera Fusion, sheesh, that is such a broken ass card, not gonna lie. Next, for the rest of the deck, we are running 2 copies of Fallen of Albaz, 1 Blazing Cartesia, 1 Spriggan's Kit, 1 Aluba, 1 Ad Libitum, and 1 Tragedy! What did I say about that? Yeah, so I bet you're probably asking why are these 2 in particular in. It's just more Despia names, and I am running a couple fusions that are related to Despia, as in you need them for the materials for it. So you usually, in certain situations, because this is how I always play it, if I have opening in hand, I always pitch Tragedy, and then you get 2 searches, because then you can get this to the field and then get this to your hand. And also Cartesia, you just go fusion deployment, show Granny, summon this, then fusion to Granny Ghoul, and then you've got quite an interesting play from there. Not gonna lie. Next we have the Frightful package, but my number is 2 Chain, 2 Patchwork, and 1 Poly. You don't really want to see this too much, but so that's why I cut it down to this. It makes it easier to see, and then just play off from there. And this does help me because funny thing is, if you read Gazelle, the new one, it says you will need a beast and a fiend monster. So if you have, say, Birthman, you have this in hand. Just a suggestion, but you know you can do that, you know. And then everyone knows this part, but it's Yu-Gi-Oh! You have to play hand traps, sadly. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't want to, but you know, that's all. So we're playing 3 Ash, 2 Nibiru, triple Imperm, 1 Crossout, 1 Callby. Personally, if I can make any changes, if I ever had the chance, I would bump this up, but I'm a poor old sod. I can't really afford it. Plus 2 Nibiru. This does come up in certain matchups, specifically Unchained, but I didn't get paired with Unchained, surprisingly. And I keep hearing it's like one of the best decks. Shockers. Now for the other spells, we are running obviously triple Branded Fusion, triple Opening, 1 white, and then double Deployment. Personally, if I can make any changes, I am considering running Pot of Prosperity to get some searches, but that's something I'm going to experiment with in the future. But this is decent right now. Obviously, you got the Branded Fusion. Konami's going to hit this one of these days, but when that will be, I don't know, but we'll see. Opening, such a good card. This did help me in the Blue Eyes matchup when he tried to pop my stuff, and I just kept going. Banish this, and we'll go and say nope. Whites, this never came up, but I did see some lists running this, but I am going to consider running branded in red, because then that's a quick play to use during your opponent's turn to go into, say, Guardian, Chimera, or Masquerade, for example. And then future deployment, like I said, you show Granny Ghoul, and then you go into Blazing Cartesia, and then go from there. Now we are onto the fusion part of this deck. I mean the extra deck. Right, so we'll start with the main part, which is literally why you play this. So we are running 1 Lupellion, 2 Albion, 2 Mirror Jade. Don't mind that. Apologies for the pixelation, it's just my lighting, sadly. 1 Titaniclad, 1 Granny Ghoul, 1 Masquerade, and 1 Despian Queritus. This is why I'm running Ab Libitum and Tragedy, because then I get to play this, and then it makes it a bit harder for the opponent, especially with this. So that means they have to pay 600 life to activate any cards, pretty much. Granny Ghoul, decent cards, because if they special summon, you can get rid of this and then go to Queritus, and then they have to worry about that. Titaniclad, if you need a thick body on the field, this is the guy you call. And then, obviously, best boys of the deck, not gonna lie. Then we have the Illusion Part / something else. So we have Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts. Ooh. Guardian Chimera, which at this point, this should technically be part of the archetype altogether. Fun on it. I mean, some people probably consider it. Then we also have Chimera, the Illusion Beast. And finally, Magnum, the Reliever. So pretty much, if you seed the stuff to, especially Chimera Fusion, go into this first turn, and then during your opponent's turn, go into this, and that screws them over badly. And then this is not bad, because this recycles fusions, and then what else does it do again? Okay, so it's a pop during your opponent's turn as well, which is very good. And this is if you want to OTK quite quickly, because then you can just summon this and then attack multiple times, and then they're dead. And then finally, I run Dragostapelia and Garua, because I do side Super Poly in certain matchups, and these two are very good. Dragostapelia did come up occasionally, even though I summoned this during the Runic matchup, and then that pretty much screwed me over. And finally, the side deck. We have triple Droll Lock Bird. I'm sorry to the Blue Eyes guy. I feel bad for him because of how our match went, because game 2 and game 3, after he beat me game 1, I kept opening this, dropped this, and then he just passed his turn because it just doesn't play through. Blue Eyes can't play through Droll. Let's just leave it at that. Then we have obviously the triple Super Poly. Use this, interrupt the opponent's board, and then just kill them from there. Then we have Feather Duster, double Lightning Storm, just to deal with back row and also monsters that are very scary and you don't want to deal with. 1 Ghost Mourner and Moonlit Chill. This is something I'm experimenting with, but we'll see how it goes. 1 Spellbound. I will consider trying to up this to 3 at some point, because this is an interesting card, even though people were hyping it up when this first came out, and then they realised, eh. But now, recently, it's been seeing a bit more coming back to it, so that's good. And then 1 Wangu. Please nobody take it out of context how I say the name. Oh, God. Anyway, 1 of him is just another beast, so you can go into Chimera stuff. And then finally, triple Evenly, because then you can just make them banish a little stuff. But yeah, as consideration of stuff I am considering to try in the future, I want to try and get a Bear Run for the extra deck. I do have 2 copies of Prosperity, so I might consider running that in the main deck. And I don't know what else I would like to do, but that's something I am considering for the future. But from that's the end of the video. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.